Hey there, welcome to day 22 of our 30 plus day Get Up and Go challenge. Set the little timer, try to make sure it doesn't ring in the middle of our, or at the end of our time today. Today, day 4, we're talking about the P, I already put my soap down, the P with respect to relationships. Remember, we've got the 9 areas and aspects of our life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, and communication and confidence. I added in April of this year to the challenge because I think that they're foundational, important issues that we add and talk about. And we will go through the whole SOAP framework with respect to both of the, well, all of the remaining ones after today. Starting tomorrow, we will go through, and I'm not going to tell you which one. It's just going to be a surprise. Or maybe I'll tell you at the end of the day so that you can think about the aspect or the area that you want to go through the SOAP framework with and think about as we're going through an example that I'll share from my life. So today, relationship progress. How do we know if we're making progress in terms of moving toward what we want or away from what we want? Remember, the whole purpose of a change or challenge is to take us from where we are right now, looking at the situation and the story of it, to where we really want to be. What's our desired outcome? Have you noticed that everything starts with knowing what you want? If we don't know what we want, we don't make any moves, we don't make any progress, we don't make any or take any action at all, and we can't even see what the possibilities are if we don't know where we're going. So are we moving toward the thing we want, or are we moving away from it? Am I moving toward the enemy-related relationships I want, or am I moving away from them? If I'm getting more enemies, and it's not even a matter of the number of relationships, it's the quality and the feeling that's associated with those relationships. So am I creating fewer or being less bothered by, or even not noticing enemy, competitor, hater type relationships, or are they still bothering me? I guess that's how I would like to measure, since last round through the framework we talked about, well, how do you measure, how do you know? But what I do is I like to set up, and our tool for today is processes, procedures, systems, routines, habits, rituals, methods, whatever you want to call it. I like to set up things once I know I'm moving in the right direction. If I find something that I'm doing and I know that that is helping me to automatically move in the direction I want to go, I want to figure out a way to make that automatic. So I might add it to my morning routine. I might add it to my evening routine. I might add it to my exercise routine. I might add it to my daily affirmations or something else that I do to ensure that I'm going to keep moving forward in that direction without having to consciously think about it every single day. Because if we had to consciously think about all the things we need to think about to get through our life, we would be frozen in our tracks and we would never get anything done. So how do I go about doing that? Number one, I could and have written a whole book on how to do processes and procedures, how to document your processes and procedures. But I personally like flow charts, but they're not necessary for everything. Do I need a flow chart for this one to know if I'm making progress or not? No. One of the things I did as possible options, and as I was brainstorming, was I went on Amazon and I looked up and I found a book called Crucial Conversations. And Crucial Conversations are like conversations with difficult people, or difficult conversations that we're having with people. So I bought the book, it came the next day, and I started reading it. Now, in order to make it automatic that I continue to work on this and this aspect of dealing with difficult people, I actually schedule in my schedule. I went to my schedule and I looked at, well, when can I fit in this book? And so I made it so I've got a block of time that I can, for the next 10 days, read 20 or so pages of this book with my magnifying glass or my enlarger to get the material out of that book and to learn something that will continue to help me for the rest of my life, because it's actually a communication skill. So it's a foundational skill that won't just help my relationships be better, it will help anything in my life be better, right? It'll help me to have more confidence, it will help me to be more mentally and emotionally able to handle challenging situations. So my challenge and our action item today for you is to figure out what is a way that you could incorporate something with respect to your relationships to make it a routine, a ritual, a habit. It's like Friday night date night. If you want to improve the relationship with your significant other, hey, every Friday night or whatever night, every Tuesday night, we go out on a date, just the two of us. It's like if you want to improve the relationship with your children and you've got more than one child, pick a day of the week or an evening or an afternoon or some time during your week, each week that you spend with each of your children individually. Why? Because kids need attention, just like significant others need attention. We all, human beings, need attention. We thrive on it and we want it. So what are some ways, or what is a way, based on the action that you took yesterday, that you could create a process or a system or a habit out of something that will not guarantee, but will pretty much ensure that if you do a little bit of it on a routine, consistent basis, you will continue to move toward the result that you want. So share just one thing that you'll look to do in the comments below this video today. Again, I am going to do this book, and then guess what? When I'm done with that book, I will continue to add things to my routine, my morning routine. I have a morning routine, an evening routine, a daytime routine, an exercise routine, an eating routine, all kinds of routines, because I found that it's a way to automatically achieve my long-term goals by breaking down into little pieces and making habits out of things that will move me toward what I want automatically. I encourage you to try this out and do the same. Maybe all you have to do is add one affirmation or do one affirmation. We'll talk about affirmations over the next couple of days because it's one of those tools that all of us should have in our toolbox. And I do a little twist on it. I actually supercharge it and 100x the capability and the potential of affirmations by adding a couple different twists and variations to them. So look forward to that. So today, relationships, progress. How will you make progress toward what it is that you want in your relationship? Share the items below one thing that you're looking to do. And guess what? You might do that one thing for a couple of weeks and then realize it's not working anymore. And then guess what? We'll go back to the drawing board and we'll find something else. Life is a continuous process of evolving and changing and improving. It's not a one-stop shop and we're done. Be awesome if it was, but it generally isn't. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow, and we're going to run through the SOAP framework over the next few days for the remaining areas and aspects of our life. So tomorrow we'll do emotional SOAP, just because that's what I picked for next time. Sometimes what I like to do is just go out and map out the whole challenge, and all I do is in my notebook put the topic on the top of the page. And then for this time through, I did the topic and the tool. So tomorrow our tool will be EGS. No idea if you're familiar with that, but you will be by the end of tomorrow. Any questions? Ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Find a way to make this automatic in your life.